Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jason, and today we got big moves shaking up in the MLB offseason. Juan Soto is at the center of all of it with the bidding war. Yankees up in their bid. You know, the Dodgers just landed Blake Snell, which is out of this freaking world, to be honest. And it's a lot of rumors going on, and boy, oh boy, man, this Juan Soto sweepstakes is starting to get real hot and heavy. And I mean, look, the Yankees are all in. The Yankees are all in. So let's start with that. Let's start with Juan Soto. Your one and only, your boy, Juan Soto. First of all, man, look, reports came out. John Heyman reported that the Yankees upped their bid. I mean, look, they had to. It could be either mean two things, right? It could either mean that their first bid, their initial offer was kind of lowballing, and they realized, oh shit, man, we gotta really step it up. If not, they probably got news that other teams freaking offered like an astronomical number. It could mean that, or it could mean that they just really wanted him and their first offer was high, but they were like, you know what, we're gonna throw in another offer just to make sure that we're always on top, that they're always bidding, to let them know that they really want this dude back. I'm hoping that it's the latter, but I mean, at this point, who knows, right? Who knows? Juan Soto's gonna go wherever he wants to go. That's the bottom line. Like we could sit here and talk and speculate on where he's gonna land, and a lot of reports saying the Red Sox are really in on him and they're gonna be throwing some crazy numbers. Like we all know that he's gonna make a lot of money. He's gonna make a lot of money. I mean, at what point, right? Because everybody keeps saying he's going to the highest bidder, the highest bidder. At what point is it not about money anymore? You know what I mean? Like, let's say the Red Sox offer him 650, the Mets offer him 660, the Yankees offer him 665 or 655. I mean, we're talking about, yes, it's 10, that's like a $10 million difference there, but in the grand scheme of things, man, over the span of 14, 15 years, I mean, really, is that gonna sway him to one team or another? Is that gonna sway him over to Queens, over to Boston? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. It would have to be like a great large sum of money for him to like go to another team just because of that. If you ask me, that's my personal opinion. Yes, it's about the money, right? But I don't think he's going to just the highest bidder. That's my opinion. And also you got to factor in too, like when you play with the New York Yankees, there's a lot of money that goes into that too. Like you get endorsements, you get sponsorships. I mean, so he can make a lot more money just off that. But who knows, right? Who knows? Who knows, honestly? Unless somebody comes out and blows him out the water, right? I'm talking like if Yankees offer him 650 and Steve Cohen comes out and offers him 700, that's a different story. That's a different story right there. But from all the reports are, I mean, look, at this point, it's any man's game. I personally, even though this is contrary to what all the reports are, I personally believe that he wants to come back to New York, to the New York Yankees. But it's gonna, he's just trying to, he's playing he's playing his hand well. Let's put it that way. He's playing his cards well. I mean, he can't show his hand. He can't say like, yeah, I want to become a Yankee. because the Yankees will use that as leverage. So he's using the fact that everybody thinks that he's going to the highest bidder. He's using that to his advantage, as he should, as he should. But at the end of the day, I'd be shocked, right? I'd be shocked if he goes to another team for a $5 million difference or something like that. At that point, it just signifies that he just didn't want to be a Yankee anymore. I mean, that's the bottom line. But if the Yankees are in the ballpark, if we're in the ballpark of whatever the highest bid is, then and he wants to be a Yankee, then he needs to be a Yankee. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Because when you're talking about $700 million, $600 million, I mean, what's 5 million, right? Over the span of 5 years, what's 5 million? But I mean, look, we've been talking about this Juan Soto stuff over and over and over. We just gotta let it play out, and we'll see, and we will see. But let's get into Blake Snell. The Los Angeles Dodgers signed Blake Snell to a 5-year contract worth, I think it was 182 million, 36 million per year AAV, with a $50 million signing bonus and like 70 million or something like that deferred. I will have to look it up. I mean, I don't at this point, right? Look, kudos to the Dodgers. I tip my cap to them because they found a loophole in the system and they're exploiting that loophole. And I mean, I want I wonder why other teams are not doing it. Why aren't other teams doing it? That's the big question. Why aren't the Yankees doing it? And I think other teams may have tried, but they certain players just don't want to play for these teams. I mean, let's be honest. And the Yankees, if the Yankees were to like offer a contract and say, "Hey, we're gonna defer this much money," that's one thing. But the Dodgers, man, they went ahead and gave him a $50 million signing bonus, right? $50 million signing bonus, and deferred all that money. I mean, I think they knew that Sano wanted to play with them. I mean, those reports last year when he was a free agent, towards the end, that the Dodgers were talking to him. I think after this year with the Giants, he probably looked over and was like, "Man, I'd rather be in LA." And I mean, he's a West Coast guy. He's there now, but I mean, this leaves the question as is what is the Major League Baseball going to do about this? Right? What are they going to do about this? Can they do anything about this? Honestly, they have a loophole in their system. Whenever they did the collective bargaining agreement and the deferred payments, it benefits the owners, but I don't think that they thought that a team like the Dodgers would use this so heavily because now I mean, look, they building a super team. I mean, let's face it, they have a super team. They literally have a super team right now. The 2025 NL All Star team is going to consist of probably like 9 Dodgers, and it's crazy because I mean, look, I would hate to be in the NL West right now. I would hate to be a Dodgers fan. I would hate to be a Giants fan, especially to see like I mean, it's damn you could pencil it in. The Dodgers are taking that division. And I mean, yes, anything can happen. It's baseball. You still have to play all the games. But come on now. Come on now. Look at their rotation. Look at their rotation. It's insane. And they still might land Roki Sasaki. The Dodgers are still the favorite to land him. Just imagine. And if Shohei pitches, you got freaking Tyler Glasnow, Yamamoto, Shohei Ohtani, Blake Snell. If they get Roki Sasaki. If Kershaw comes back, even though he's old, he's still Kershaw. I mean, it's incredible. Just the rotation. We're not even getting into the lineup. The lineup is sick. And they just extended Tommy Edman, right? I'm pretty sure I didn't look into all the details of that one, but there might be some deferred money there too. And they finding a way to keep the AAVs down so they can go out and get that extra player. So they're still not out of it. They're still not out of it. They could still go ahead and get Juan Soto. That would be insane. At that point, MLB will have to step in and say enough is enough. Enough is enough. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Are you upset with the with Major League Baseball for allowing the Dodgers to create a super team? And here's the thing, right? Everybody gets mad at the Yankees, man. The Yankees this, the Yankees that. Everybody's hating on the Yankees, right? The Yankees have not been the evil empire in quite some time now. They just haven't. They're not going out and going crazy like that. So look, the Dodgers are gonna be tough to beat. And that's another thing, right? Now we're gonna jump back to the Juan Soto thing. The Dodgers, like any team, if you playing in the National League, you gotta go through the Dodgers, right? The National League is stacked, stacked. They say he wants to be on a winning team, right? Supposedly, he wants to be on a winning team. That means he wants to get to the World Series. He had his first taste of losing a World Series. I'm sure he wants to get back. I mean, it's going to be tough if you go on any team in the National League that's not named the Dodgers, because you're going to have to beat that super team right there. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm sure that they're not done. I'm sure they're not done. You know, who knows? Maybe they extend, they re-sign Teoscar Hernandez. Or maybe they go out and do something even bigger. They got a good farm. They got the trade capital. And they're not scared to make these big moves. That's the thing that kills me with the New York Yankees, with Brian Cashman, that it seems like he's very hesitant to make the big move. Just make the big move. Just do it. He waits too long, and when the chips are off the table, he goes and makes a move that's like, eh. But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I'm pretty sure owners are not happy, especially these small market teams. Small market teams are not happy because the Cohen tax, so to speak, that was established so that these teams, because we don't have a salary cap in Major League Baseball, but to keep teams from going over that tax, because then they will have to pay these smaller market teams. But the Dodgers found a way around that, and I'm sure the Oakland A's ain't happy. I'm sure the Devil Rays ain't happy. I'm sure the Pittsburgh Pirates are not happy. Even though these guys they make plenty of money, they should be spending more. But I'm sure they're not happy that they found a loophole in the system. They found a way around it. Me as a Yankee fan, I wish that the Yankees would exploit that loophole more, but I get it. I get it too. Not every player is willing to not every player is willing to take deferments. I mean, if I was a player, I mean, but at a certain point, like you're making so much money, a little deferred money, I don't know. Slogasm says, when the fuck are the Yankees gonna make some moves? That's the big thing, man. That's what I was just saying. That it seems like they hesitant, like they waiting on Soto. And that bothers me because it makes me feel like that if they land Soto, they're done. And if they don't land Soto, they're gonna make a few moves. But by then, who knows what could happen? And even if we do land Soto, which I think we will, and I hope we do, we got a lot to do, man. We got a lot of work to do. It can't just be Soto and done. It can't be like that. It can't be if we expect to win a World Series. I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping that Hal lets his nuts drop and tells Cashman to shut the fuck up. Excuse my French. Shut the F up and go get it done. I don't care how you do it, go get it done. I appreciate you commenting. But let's talk about some players that's out there, right? So Blake Snell's off the market, right? The Yankees, I mean, I'm assuming that their plan B is probably bringing another starter. First baseman, obviously. Everybody's talking about Christian Walker. The Yankees supposedly highly interested in this dude too. And I like Christian Walker. I really do. He's a three-time Gold Glover. Yeah, the bat is not crazy. His average was 251, 26 home runs. He's up there a little bit in age, but I think he fits the mold perfectly. The one thing, the one thing that I don't like is that he's a righty, but hey, it is what it is, right? You could get a Christian Walker, first base, he's a righty, and then you go ahead and get a third baseman or an outfielder who bats lefty, especially if we bring Juan Soto back. But Christian Walker, 2.6 WAR. The stolen bases are not there, but I mean, he's a first baseman. You don't expect too many stolen bases from your first baseman. 84 RBIs, 26 home runs, and a 251 average. I like his on base percentage too. That's great. When you look at numbers like that, right? And then you look at numbers like this, I mean, come on. His WAR 7.9, OPS 989, 109 RBIs, 41 home runs, 288 average. Like, this is why I tell people, because everybody's like, oh, it's not worth it. Juan Soto's not worth it. It's too much money. You could go get three players. Like, if I add up three players, let's say the Yankees go get Christian Walker, right? Keep that number in mind. WAR 7.9. Even though WAR's not everything, but 7.9, right? Christian Walker is 2.6. Let's say we get Anthony Santander, 2.9. What's that? 5.5 WAR. 5.5 WAR and a Brendan Donovan, 2.6. I mean, yeah, that these three players add up to Juan Soto. Isn't that crazy? These three players will add up to Juan Soto's WAR. Yes, there's only one person and he only bats once through the lineup, but that just goes to show you how important Juan Soto is. Why this man is worth so much money at his age. It's why I'm trying to like explain to certain people who are kind of like, the Yankees should walk away. I feel like this Juan Soto is he's a generational talent. You have to keep him. You have to find a way to keep him in the Bronx. You just do. His numbers make Aaron Judge numbers even better, and they complement each other so well. Look, with Aaron Judge, right? Before Soto, with Soto off the team, with Aaron Judge, you're a playoff team, right? Just with Aaron Judge, you're a playoff team. When you add Juan Soto to the mix, you're a World Series contender instantly. And they showed it last year. You're a World Series contender. And if they take that away, then guess what? We're back to just a playoff team, in my opinion. Unless they make some big moves, you're back to just a playoff team. But as you can see, with Aaron Judge and Juan Soto, we're World Series contenders. Now, if we add just another piece on top of that, maybe another two pieces, and we can win the World Series. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's take what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a 20-second break, and I got some trivia questions for you guys. And let's see, spam the chat if you get the answer right. All right, so I don't know if you guys enjoy the trivia questions. I just wanted to add something to the stream, but I mean, if you got that right, shit, you're a better person than me. Because when I googled these questions, I was like, man, I would have never got that right. So 1973 was the first year that the designated hitter was introduced into the American League. It's crazy, right? That I'm that old that I remember when pitchers batted. I remember when pitchers batted. It's crazy. But anyway, let's talk about Brendan Donovan, because that's another person that a lot of Yankee fans are interested in. And I tell you what, I'm very interested in the dude too. He's excellent. He can play multiple positions, play third base, outfield. I'm pretty sure he plays second too. Look, if the Cardinals would trade him, I think that we would have to take a Nolan Arenado from them as well. I think they're trying to offload that contract, and they're gonna use this man to do that. And I, for one, depending who we trade, like if we have to throw in Spencer Jones or somebody else, I'll try to stay away from Dominguez because I want Dominguez. I still believe that the Marshall is gonna be really, really good. He's gonna be really, really good. But a lot of teams, he's our biggest trade piece, so a lot of teams are gonna want to trade him. A lot of teams are gonna want to trade for him. But look, would you trade Dominguez, right, to get Brendan Donovan and you got to take Nolan Arenado? Would you do that? I don't know. I've been considered because Nolan Arenado, he already said that he don't mind playing first base. His defense is incredible at third base. I think he would translate pretty good at first base because this dude's just a baseball player, man. I think he could play any position. But if would you are you willing to bite that bullet to get Brendan Donovan? But just know that if you make a trade like this, then there's no Christian Walker. He's done. Slowgasm says if we get Donovan, he's gonna have to cut the long hair, shave the beard. Yeah, man. You know what's crazy? That he reminds me a lot of Harrison Bader. A lot of them dudes on the Cardinals, man. They had their hair like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I don't think it's a big deal for many players like that. He's probably about that time anyway, man. He looks like his thing's been growing, but his is not that long. His hair is not that long. At times, man, Garrett Cole's is borderline, man. His is like coming to right there. But we'll see. I don't know if you make that trade, man. If you make that trade, would you trade Dominguez for those two? I mean, that's a tough one right there. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Um, Me personally, I don't think so. I don't think I'll do it. I'll give up Spencer Jones and another prospect. I'll give up a Spencer Jones and Ben Rice or throw in something like that. But and I mean, I do want Brendan Donovan. I do, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to package in Arenado and they're gonna ask for our top prospect, which is Dominguez. And I don't think it's worth it. I think for Dominguez, you gotta get a big, big, big time dude. I'm not saying that Donovan isn't big time. He's a great player, but he's not a big, big time dude. And I'm not sure how many years of control he has left. That'd be a good thing to look up right now. Donald. But a lot of Yankee fans, man, we got our targets, our eyes set on this man right here. And for good reason, too. For good reason, because he's definitely an upgrade. He's definitely an upgrade. And he plays multiple positions, like I said earlier. So that would be a great addition here. Let's see his contract. This is not giving me much info. But he's making 4 million a year. Not a big deal. All right, so he definitely has 3 years of control. Right, next year be his second arbitration year. 2027 be his third, and after that, free agency. So we'll see. He's a good young player. Plays hard. It's exciting. The home run numbers only 14 home runs, but he is a lefty, so you can add at least maybe up to 5 home runs to that playing with the short porch in Yankee Stadium. So just imagine 20 home runs. He'd be a great leadoff guy. His OBS is 342, WAR 2.6, OPS 759. And I think at Yankee Stadium with that short porch, these numbers will look a little bit better. They would look a little bit better. And he just fits the mold. Besides the beard and the hair, he just kind of he represents everything that the Yankees are lacking, right? Um, yeah, if the Yankees can make that move, that'd be big time. Big, big, big time. But we'll see. We'll see. Another person, everybody's Juan Soto's plan B is Anthony Santander. Look, Santander is a beast, right? He had a great year last year, but can he produce these numbers again, right? Can he produce these kind of numbers again? Last year was kind of his breakout year that he really, really shined. But is it just a one and done? Who's gonna take a risk on that? Let's get to this comment here. Nando, was good, boy? Was good? Nando 390 says Dodgers ain't done. All these crybaby salary cap. This isn't good for baseball. Don't know who George Steinbrenner is. No, but George Steinbrenner never did it to this magnitude, dude. Never like this, man. And everybody, look, everybody keeps saying that in the late '90s and during the dynasty years that George Steinbrenner bought all the players. Look, yeah, he spent some money on some players and a lot of them were old past their prime, right? But we had many homegrown players, right? Now, unlike the Dodgers right now, we had what? Derek Jeter, homegrown, Andy Pettit, Mariano Rivera, Jorge Posada, and we had a bunch of role players around him throughout the years that just stepped up, like a Scott Brocious. Yeah, we went and got Tino Martinez, but that was after Don Mattingly retired. Paul O'Neill, yeah, he was a homegrown Yankee, but pretty much, you know. So people keep saying like George Steinbrenner bought all the players, and he really didn't. He really not like this. This is a whole nother level. This is a whole nother level of evil empire right here. All these teams increasing their bids and years on Soto based on fear of missing out. I mean, look, that's it's all speculation. The bid thing, look, we kind of knew that was gonna happen. We already knew, right? We already knew. At a certain point, though, once the bidding keeps going up, at a certain point, teams are gonna fall out. They're gonna be like, nope, too rich for my blood. Too rich for my blood. But like I said, at the end of the day, Juan Soto's doing his part. He's trying to get that number as high as he wants. I think he already has a team. I know he already has a team in his mind. I'm hoping that team is the Yankees. I really truly believe that that team is the Yankees. But we got to get that number to where he's like, okay, I'm going back. You know. Nano says Roger Clemens joined the Yankees after he won Cy Young and after they got a chip. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But we was already ch- chipping it before that, right? In 1996, 96 Yankees, that was homegrown, most of them. You know, we didn't have no crazy dudes out there like that. We just had some good young talent. We developed guys and they worked out and we went on a run. Yeah, eventually we added on pieces. We added people on, and that's what you should do. That's what you're supposed to do. But we didn't. They weren't deferring $680 million, signing a top pitcher and deferring this much money. And we look. I'm not saying I wish the Yankees would do the same thing, right? That's why I say I tip my cap to the Dodgers. They do Freeman, and that's another thing too. Blake Snell and the GM, I think Andrew Freeman, they have a relationship because he used to be he used to run the Devil Rays or the Tampa Bay Rays. So they know each other. I'm sure they've been talking, and that's a sweet deal right there. A sweet, sweet deal to defer that money to later, and then he could get that money tax free, right? Because he's gonna get it after. By that time, he might move back to Florida or wherever it is just to avoid the tax. I don't know, but $680 million, right? Because deferment's been happening forever. The most famous one was probably before Shohei Ohtani was Bobby Bonilla. The Mets even have a Bobby Bonilla day where they got to pay him $5 million, but never to this level. $680 million deferred. I mean, and you got the best player in Major League Baseball. $680 million deferred, man. That's crazy. That's set up the Dodgers to do whatever they want, really. And it's crazy, man. They could literally put a 1 through 9 all-star team. Scary, scary stuff. I know, Nando. That's what I'm saying. It's up to the player to make a deferral deal. The Dodgers ain't forcing players to take it, but they definitely offering it. They're offering it. But the point is, though, see, this is what you don't understand now, though, that the point is that even deferrals, there should be a limit to the deferral because deferral's been happening forever. That's what I'm saying. But when you defer that much money, it's almost like they didn't sign anybody and they got the best player in Major League Baseball. It's almost like they didn't sign it and they keep doing that to stay under that salary cap, not the salary cap, but that luxury tax. They keep doing it to keep the AAVs down, and they manipulated. They found a loophole and they're manipulating it. But at a certain point, man, it's got to be too much because you can't have a one-sided team like that because it's gonna make other teams, right? It actually hurt. It does. It hurts more, right? If you think that other teams are gonna start signing more players to try to contend, they're not. They're just gonna start letting players go and just tanking. They're gonna start tanking on purpose too. Let me put Santander. I wanted to talk about Santander, but let's get to the comments. Cashman and Howe are incompetent. I don't think Howe's incompetent. I don't. I think Howe is he's misinformed, and I think Cashman is incompetent. And look, I'm not saying he's the worst GM because he's not. But when you have an owner that's consistently allowing you to spend up to $300 million and you're making bad deal after bad deal, yeah, you're gonna sprinkle in some good ones here and there. Sometimes you strike lightning or you catch lightning in a bottle, but for the majority of them has been bad, in my opinion. When you look next year, we're paying Aaron Hicks like $9 million, right? Next year. We got DJ LeMahieu. And don't get me wrong, when they signed DJ, I was all for it because DJ was still playing great. But that contract didn't age well either. That Aaron Hicks contract didn't age well at all. Even the Luis Severino, when they extended Luis Severino, I mean, that was a bad contract too. When you think about it, even though we're out of that contract now, but it was a bad one. It was a bad one. It didn't work out. The Josh Donaldson trade was terrible, terrible trade. That's probably one of the worst trades in Yankee history, right there. Terrible. They paid $50 million over 2 years to somebody who was just terrible, man. I'm talking about not even close to good. And then when you pay that much money, and then they try to shove him down our throats because they paying him so much money and just playing him out there over and over and over, playing him out there when the dude clearly didn't have it anymore. Same thing with Aaron Hicks. And there's so many. There's so many. Slowgasm says, I hope I'm Silogasm. Boone is a terrible manager. Boone is not a great manager. I'll put it that way, man. He's not a great man. I wouldn't say he's terrible, but he's not great. He's not a good manager. And look, he's going on his eighth season, the longest tenured Yankee manager to not win a World Series. I like Boone personally. I like Boone, right? But he's just not getting it done. He's not getting it done. And yes, people will be like, oh, if you let go of Boone, another team will pick him up right away. So be it. Look at excuse me. When was it? In 2014, I believe it was, or 2015. 2014 was Joe Torre's last year, I believe. We let Joe Torre go, right? The Dodgers picked him up like that, right? But we let him go. We let him go. All over what was it? It was the game where all the bugs in the playoffs were swarming and he didn't stop the game. He let them play, whatever, right? People say that that's the reason they let him go. And we brought in Joe Girardi. So we've let people go. We let a Hall of Fame manager go for less, who won us 4 freaking championships, took us to like 6 World Series for less than what Aaron Boone has done, man. I mean, come on. The only thing I could think of is that Cashman likes his henchmen there. Cashman has to have his fingers and everything. He likes to have control, and he can't bring in a manager that he cannot control. He just won't do it, and that's a problem. That's a problem. Another thing that we're not asking as Yankee fans, what happened to this fucking audit? Excuse, where's this audit? Remember the audit from last year when we didn't make the playoffs and how I was like, we're gonna get a third party to come and do an audit and we're gonna figure this shit out. We're gonna figure out what's going on, bro. Where's the results of that audit? Like, where's the findings? I haven't seen nothing. And then they're like, oh, everybody's like, where's the audit? And they were like, oh no, it's not gonna be done until after the 2024 season. Well, guess what? It's after the 2024 season. Where the fuck is this audit? Shit pisses me off, man, because they be gaslighting us. And I'm no, regardless, I'm still gonna be a Yankees fan, but it's to the point where it's like, come on, man, come on. And how the thing with how, man, I think that he just I don't know, man. I feel like he's just letting Cashman push him over. Like he's just being a pushover, I guess. 'Cause I don't get it. I don't, I don't get how he doesn't fire people, how he's not pissed that he's spending all this money, even though, yeah, they're making money, but you would think that he'd be like, man, I'm spending all this damn money to not win. But that goes to show that he doesn't care as long as he's making money, as long as that his profits are up, right? That bottom line looks good. It doesn't really matter to him. Nando says deferral, most like a retirement plan for these two guys. I think, yeah, they're rich, but they're still even thinking long term. No, but you know what it is, Nando, too? Like, I think without the deferrals, Blake Snell's not getting 36 mil a year. That's what I think. I think they gave him that much because he's deferring a lot of that money. So that's the main reason right there. And also, you got to think too, if so the money that he's deferring, this is why Shohei Ohtani, what he did, that 680 million, that's almost, man, look, it's not tax evasion, right? Because the law, I think they try to change the law too about that after that, but he found a loop on the system, right? But you're evading taxes, not criminally because it's illegal, but you're still dodging taxes, and that's what they're doing. That 72 million, he'll just change his residency to a state where they don't pay taxes and do that. A lot of them do that anyway. That's why a lot of players who play for the Yankees, their home of residence is in Florida or somewhere where there's no state tax. They still pay the federal taxes, but there's no state tax. And look, I'm no CPA, I'm not an accountant, but as the way I understand it, that's how it works. And deferring money too, like if especially Otani's deal, he deferred money 10 years out. The the purchasing power, right, of a dollar 10 years from now is going to be a lot less. So he actually, that's why people say that $700 million deal is really worth like 450, 500 million, because 10 years from now, 20 years from now, whatever it is, inflation is going to erode a lot of that purchasing power anyway. That shit gets real complicated, man. It gets real complicated, but somehow the Dodgers, man, they pulled that shit off. All right. Cashman is overrated and has been. Also, the Yankees need to be more aggressive and try to be like the Dodgers with trying to use deferral to their benefits. Yeah, man, that's what Nando was saying. But the thing is that the players got to agree to that. The players have to agree to it, and I don't know. I don't even know. We don't know if the Yankees are even offering this stuff to these people. Uh, like we will see. Nobody's ever done it to this extent, so we might not know that we might not see the effects of this until like 10 years from now, right? Because this could hurt the Dodgers 10 years from now when they actually have to cough up this money. But in the meantime, they just gonna try to win chips. And for their fans, the fans don't care. It's not like his money's coming out of their pocket. They're just like, yeah, let's go, let's win. They're happy. So I wish that, I mean, it's good for the fans, it's good for their organization for now. I wouldn't be mad if the Yankees did it. I wouldn't be mad. Would you trade a decade of winning, of getting every player you want, of winning for a decade of just your whole payroll is to pay players who are not even playing no more? I would. I would. Look, I mean, the Yankees haven't even won in 15 years. And we've been spending the money. So why not? Why not do it and go crazy and win a couple championships? But I don't think they'll do that. Nando says, "Yo, what's up with the Patriot Cup? You want to know something funny? That because I'm a Giants fan, so I had a coworker that was a Patriots fan. She loved all the Boston teams, and she knew I hated all the Boston teams. So she got me this for one of those Secret Santa Christmas things, and I just rock it every now and then, you know. But I'm not a Patriots fan, no sir. I'm a Giants fan. The Giants are a hot mess too. All the New York teams are freaking hot messes. Oh, 2007 was Torrey's last year. Yeah, 2007. My bad. That's what I'm saying though. But the last year that he played, they got rid of him for less. You know. Hold on. My bad. Though I got bad memory. But and they brung in freaking Joe Girardi. But when they got rid of him for that game with, I think it was against Cleveland, where they had all those freaking crazy bugs like a swarm of it was some shit straight out of the Bible, dude. That shit got biblical. And they people and we blamed it on the bugs, but the Yankees just lost that one. But yeah, man. But what I mean is, look, as far as Boone, look, he's coming back 2025, so it doesn't matter what we say. So we'll see. I hope he redeems himself. I really do. I really, really do. Because at the end of the day, I'm a Yankee fan. I want my Yankees to do good, but I'm not the biggest fan of him, and I've seen so much bullshit from him that if it was up to me, if I was the owner or I was the GM, I would have got rid of him. I would have got rid of him. I would have got, but I mean, let's see. Let's go back to Anthony Santander, right? So Santander, get this comment out the way. Like I was saying before, man, the dude put up great numbers last year, with the exception of his average. But I mean, who hits for average these days, right? But can he do it again? That's the whole thing. Can he replicate that? I think that any team that signs him is taking a huge chance. They're taking a gamble on somebody who it could just be a one off. Last year could have been a one off. Everybody sometimes they have that year that they just go crazy and then they revert back to the mean. But even his mean, he's a decent player. He's a good player. But he's definitely not no substitute for Juan Soto. I don't care what you say, right? He's not a substitute for Juan Soto. That's like a plan B, and that's a real, real low plan B, man. That's like you're hurting and you're just trying to get somebody. And that's not to say that he's not a great player, because he's a good player, right? But man, when you look at his numbers and you look at a Juan Soto, and even if I put him and Christian Walker together, I'd take Juan Soto over those two any day, any day. So we'll see. He's definitely. I doubt that the Orioles are gonna keep him. So another thing too, I know I'm jumping all over the place, right? But to go back to Blake Snell, right? Since Blake Snell opted out of his contract, I believe that the Dodgers. I could be wrong. If somebody in the chat, if I'm wrong, let me know. I believe that they don't, since it's not a qualifying offer attached to him, they get to keep all their international bonus pool money, and they don't have to give up a draft pick or anything like that. So that's probably another reason why they went after a dude like Snell versus Corbin Burns or Max Fried, who do have qualifying offers attached to them. Oh well, let's take a break and let's go to our second trivia question. Okay, we back. Who got that question right? Who got that question right? Let's check this out. Who was the only player other than Otani to win an MVP in both leagues? That was Frank Robinson. I did not know that either. Well, we learned something together. Nando says Giants are also paying Snell like 17 mil for next year too. Um, I don't think so. I'm not 100% though, but I don't think so. I think once you opt out, you opt out. I don't think that's in there. If that's the case, damn, dude, shit, oh man, yo, if that's the case, bro, the Dodgers came off, and I feel bad for the Giants because I'd be pissed. I don't think so. We should look that up though. Still. Yeah, man. But you know what's that? Oh, it was a deferral? Damn. Yep, you're right. San Francisco Giants have paid Dodgers Blake Snell 17 million to pitch against them in 2026. Oh no.
What?
No.
What? What?
What? That's not good. Damn, dude. I know Giants fans are pissed, dude. I'd be freaking furious. Furious. That is crazy, Nando. I appreciate you dropping that jewel for me, man. I did not know that, man. That just makes it, that's like throwing salt into the wound, dude. That makes it 100 times worse. First of all, he went up to your rival, that Los Angeles Dodgers. And then you still paying him. You're paying him to pitch against you. It's crazy, man. That is insane. Bro, you can't make this shit up. Man. No, listen, Giants are battled around right now. That foreign guy destroyed them. Yeah, man, they can't land no free agents. Nobody wants to play there. First of all, if you're a hitter, you don't want to play there because the stadium is huge, man. It's not hitter friendly. It gets real cold over there. The winds are crazy. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I always looked at the Giants as one of those premier elite teams. They had some good runs, man. They really did. But right now, for some reason, players don't want to play there. They just don't. They don't want to play over there, and that ki- that that stigma is kind of stuck with the Yankees too. People are saying players don't want to play with the Yankees, and I don't think that's the case. I really don't. I don't know. I think the Yankees just don't. I think when they go to make these deals, they're just not as aggressive as some other teams, like the Dodgers or the Padres or something like that. They're just not as aggressive, and they need to be. The Giants are aggressive, man. They just can't land nobody, man. Can't land nobody. It's a tough time to be a Giants fan right now. Really is. I feel for you Dodger fans. Uh, Giant fans. But yesterday was Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I'm still full, dude. I ate up a storm, and I'm still eating it. I'll be eating Thanksgiving food probably for like the next 3 or 4 days. That's what it looks like. It's what it looks like. What else is out there, man? Talk to me, guys. Chris is not here. If anybody wonder what Chris is actually streaming on his own channel right now. I was trying to get him to join me, but I don't know. I guess he had other things planned. Usually we do this together, so hopefully next time he'll be on the show. It's a lot easier when you're talking to somebody instead of talking to the camera. But yeah, man. Yep. Let's see what other news is out there. Let's look at that Tommy Edman deal. Let's look at that Tommy Edman contract. All right, Dodgers agreed to 5 years, $74 million deal with Edman. So what's that? 70 divided by 5. It's like 15 million a year. 15 mil a year for Tommy Edman. That's not bad for the next 5 years. I mean, he deserved it, man. He was a big. He played a big role in their postseason last year. So that's good that they extended him. He deserved it. It's crazy too, man, because that's another player the Yankees could have landed, but whatever, man. Let's not dwell in the past, right? We're not dwelling in the past. Not dwelling in the past. But a lot of rumors saying that the Red Sox, man, that they really, really in on this dude. A lot of speculation. Soto came out with that Celsius commercial, and good for him, man. He's milking this thing. He is milking it. Why not? Getting endorsements. If he likes them endorsement deals, just imagine what he could do if he signs a long term contract with the Yankees. Just imagine what he could do. Another thing that since the last time we came on, a lot of people been putting a lot of I think too much thought into Aaron Judge's comments about Juan Soto when he was asked if he spoke to him, and he was like, "Nah." He said he hasn't spoke to him he hasn't spoke to him since the World Series, and that he thinks that it's better to give him some space and everything. And yeah, man, a lot of people was upset about that. Like, oh, he needs to be recruited. I'm like, bro, like, no, you don't, man. And they probably have spoken, but he's just not gonna tell us. But even then, though, I understand, and I think that he does need a space. He probably got a million other people calling him about this stuff. You don't want to hear that shit all day, man. He knows that the Yankees want him, right? I mean, what is Judge gonna do? He can't give him money. What is he gonna do? Call him and say what? Like, please, can you sign, please? No, he can't do that. So what the hell he's gonna call him for? Unless it's just to call him just to check up on him, like, yo, happy Thanksgiving, what blah 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 blah. But like, what else is he gonna do? He's not paying the man. Nando says, I don't know. These utility guys like Edmund are good for a bit, but then they then become awful. We'll see though, man. But he earned it though. Tony for 15 mil a year. If he could just play somewhat decent, man, and come up big in the postseason, I think Tommy Edman is worth it, man. He's a good dude. He's a good player. He's a good player. Are you doubting him, Nando? Damn Dodger fans, man. That's why I feel bad for Teoscar Hernandez, man, because it's like he's probably Teoscar Hernandez, freaking Walker Bueller, Jack Flattery. And I understand it's a business, man, but they probably like, damn, I just signed Snell. I mean, that's pretty much Bueller's definitely not re-signing with them. So, I mean, there's no honor amongst thieves, right? Nah, man, I'm not. I mean, like, it's a business, man. At the end of the day, this baseball stuff is a business. Now, this is, Dodgers already had a Tommy Edman. Chris Taylor's awful now. Yeah, man, but when he was good, he was good. I don't think Tommy Edman is Chris Taylor, man. I don't think so. He seems like he's way more athletic. I don't think he'll ever get to that point where he's just terrible like that. Chris Taylor just looks old to me. He looks worn out. He looks worn out. But yeah, so I mean, a lot of people like giving Judge a lot of slack, man, for his comments, and it's like, bro, man, I said, what you want him to do? Fucking call the dude and beg him to stay on your team? No, man, no. And then a lot of people are mad too because he was like, well, it's not my money, because they were asking him like, oh, will you be upset if he's making more than you? And he was like, nah, dude, like nobody on the team I think will be upset. He's like, it's not his money, so why would he care? And it's true. It's not his money. Why would he care? The same way as fans, we're like, it's not my money. Sign him. Sign this person. Sign that person. So let me look back. I just got a new dog. but she's out there. And it says Yankees should trade for Bellinger, Swanson, move Volpe to second or third. I don't like Bellinger's contract though. That's the problem. And there's a reason why the Cubs are trying to offload this dude, man. And look, he's a good player and everything. He's not the Cody Bellinger of old. He's just not. And you're taking a risk, in my opinion, if you trade for a guy like that. It's a lot of money tied into him. A lot of money. A lot of money. Swanson. Nah, man, I want the Yankees to first we gotta get Soto, man. And I wouldn't be mad if the Yankees went and got Willie Adames, play him at third or play him at short and move Volpe to second, but they're not gonna do that. They're not moving Volpe. Volpe's staying right where he's at. So Adames will have to play third. We need a first baseman, make a trade. That's why I think this Brendan Donovan dude, like I take him and Nolan Arenado. I'll take both of them and put Nolan at first and Donovan, you could play him at third, or you can even play Arenado at third. Or you could play I mean, it depends if we get Soto or not, but Brendan Donovan, I believe he played. I could have sworn I seen him playing left field before, playing the outfield. So play outfield. I mean, he plays multiple positions, so you could do a lot with him, and you might have to either do like Arenado, but Arenado's still. I mean, look, yeah, he's older, right? But he's a veteran presence, and the dude's a true professional, man. He's not who he was before, but I think he still got some juice left in him. He still got some juice left in him. Or Paul Goldschmidt. I don't know, something, man. I feel like you're gonna have to eat something for if you make a trade for Brendan Donovan. And are the Yankees willing to do that? Who knows, man. But they're definitely gonna have to eat somebody else's contract in a trade like that. Unless they're giving up like crazy, crazy people. Let's see what else. How long we been on this thing here? We got an hour in. An hour in. Who else? Who else is out there? What do you think is the next move for the Dodgers, Nando? You think they're done? I don't think they're done. That's the crazy thing. I think they're gonna shock the world with another big signing. And it's not gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be like a Teoscar Hernandez, something like that. I think they're gonna make another big move, and then people are really gonna lose their minds. Really lose their minds. It's gonna be crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You know what? Let's jump into another trivia. I need a break. All right. Man, Chris, where you at? I hope you're watching this, man. I need Chris back. I don't like doing the show alone. It's getting kind of boring. But I appreciate everybody joining. Everybody joining, I appreciate it. If you don't mind, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really makes a difference. It does, man. I mean, I know we kind of new to the baseball Yankee thing, but I like doing it. It's fun, and we're not going anywhere, so we're just gonna get better and better. But all right, let's go back to Nando's comments. Nando says, "I say bring back Teoscar, get Sasaki, and trade for a pitcher or another bat." Dang, another pitcher, my guy. At this point, man, I mean, look, obviously the Dodgers are the favorites to get Sasaki, but they get another pitcher, it's got to be like a bullpen arm. It'd be crazy, man, if they bring back Teoscar, right? Let's say they do that. They get Sasaki. Okay, we kind of expected that. But what if they go out and get a big bullpen arm, like sign a Tanner Scott or make a big trade for somebody. That'd be just, man. At that point, man, I think we're gonna have to start fucking boycotting them, start petitioning to MLB or something, man, because that'd be insane, dude. How do you beat that? How do you beat that? But the Dodgers, man, look, and there's a lot of plays out there. That's why, I mean, does that deter Soto from wanting to go to the National League? I mean, that's a valid question, I think, right? Looking at the Dodgers and knowing that every year you're gonna have to make it to the World Series, you got to get through them, most likely. Is that something that Juan Soto's think? Because see, looking at these National League teams and like, yeah, y'all keep saying y'all gonna be winners, but look at that team over there, or not. I find it hard to believe that it's just about the money. Like, obviously, the money's a big part of it, but I find it hard to believe that it's just about that. Like I said in the beginning of the show, as long as the Yankees, the Mets, the Red, as long as these teams are close to each other in terms of money, then he's gonna go to the team he wants to be on. You know, unless another team goes way out the, just goes crazy with it and offers him like 50 million more, 100 million more than any other team, then yeah, at that point he might have to take that. But I think that most teams are going to be close. I don't think that everybody keeps saying that the Steve Cohen is going to like blow everybody out the water. I don't think so, man. I think he's smart and he might keep bidding higher than everyone else, but for the most part, there's going to be a few teams at the end, and all their bids are going to be fairly close to each other. And at that point, he's just going to choose the team he wants to be on. That's my opinion. Are the Dodgers still in on him? I think that if he's willing to defer some money, the Dodgers will be in on him. But I don't think they. I mean, the way it's looking now after signing Blake Snell, I don't know how much of that is actually on the AAV, but to sign Soto at like 45 million plus per year, if he doesn't defer any money, it's gonna be hard for the Dodgers to do that. Will Star was good, my guy. Will Star says, "Yo, what is Cashman waiting for?" Man, Cashman ain't doing shit, man. This dude, I don't know what he's waiting for, to be honest. I mean, he's waiting for Soto, obviously, but that's the wrong answer. That's the wrong answer, and that's not. I know Soto's probably looking at them like, what's up, yo? Everybody's making moves now. Shit, starting to roll. Like, what y'all doing? Even the Mets made a trade. They went and got Jose Siri. The Angels been making plenty of moves. The Dodgers make a big move. The Yankees, still. I think the last time I looked at the 40-man roster, we didn't even have a full 40 on there. We just had 35 players. You know, so that's why I was saying, Will, that I'm afraid that the Yankees, if they do sign Soto, that they're just gonna be done, and they can't do that. That's the tough part, right? That even just bringing Soto back is not enough. We got too many holes that we got to fill. And you know what though, right? That's Cashman's fault. That's Cashman's fault right there. All these people that be defending this dude and everything, that's his fault. That's his fault. And I know Cashman don't want to do that. I just look. I believe that Cashman, that the reason why they're in a Soto is because of Hal Steinbrenner. That he knows that he needs to get this guy. But I think Cashman, knowing Cashman over the years, he's ready to pull out. That dude's pull out game is crazy. He's ready to pull out and go sign like four dudes that been washed. You know, that's his mo. That's his mo. He's reluctant to give out the big contract, and when he does, oftentimes it doesn't work out, or the big contract was really because of Steinbrenner. Man, look, he was willing to let Derek Jeter walk. Right, this dude was willing to let freaking Aaron Judge walk. That goes to tell you, man, his instinct, his intuition is not all there. If he was willing to let Aaron Judge walk, dude, it's crazy, man. If Soto takes a 4-year deal, then the Dodgers are in. Soto ain't taking no 4-year deal. Hell no. He's gonna have a 4-year opt out. That's about it. But he's not taking no 4-year deal. I highly doubt it. Nah, bro, don't say that. Will Star said we're gonna end up with Willie Calhoun, Willie Bang Bang, and Franchi Cordero again. Bro, that's a Cashman specialty, bro. I'm telling you, dude. That's he can't help himself. That dude be look, my man be sleeping. I know he be like doing fundraisers, but he be sleeping in the street like a homeless dude to raise money. I get it. It's a good thing, I guess. But that goes to tell you, man, that dude loves the freaking the discount bin. That dude be in the freaking Dollar General store for Major League Baseball players. And sometimes they hit, sometimes they hit. Oftentimes they don't. Remember Willie Bang Bang? This is the shit too, man. This is why, like, man, there's so many things Boone told us that was so full of shit. But when he said he was like, man, Willie Calhoun, man, he can bang. There's no doubt in my mind that he can bang. And they kept putting him out there, putting him out there. Until finally they gave up. I was like, nah, man, that dude ain't banging shit, bro. He ain't banging shit. Cashman about to sign Rich Hill. This dude, man. Look, Cashman has made some good moves. I give him that, but I get it. I'm afraid because every time they miss out on somebody, they immediately go. There's a Cashman where every time he misses out on somebody, he immediately goes to like his plan B, C, or whatever, and it's never good when he does that. Like when we missed out on Luis Castillo, and he got traded from the Reds to the Mariners. Immediately after that, he went and got Frankie Montas, and that didn't work out at all. There's so many, when whatchamacallit, when Robinson Cano, right, when he walked, even though I don't think the Yankees really want to bring him back, when he walked, who they went and got after that? Ellsbury, and that didn't work out. That definitely didn't work out. So I mean, he's always if Soto was like, God forbid, right? If Soto signs with another team tomorrow, I best believe within a week the Yankees are gonna make another move, and it's gonna be a kind of like a reactive move instead of proactive. They're being reactive, and they're gonna go make a bad move. Will Star's laughing, man. Yeah, Willie Bang Bang, dude. Franchi Cordero. I remember Franchi, man. He had that one game. He had like 2 bombs or 3 bombs. And I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I was like, "Damn, Cashman might have done it. He might have outdid himself." Nope. That dude turned to garbage right after that, dude. It's hot garbage. There's a reason why these other teams don't want these guys, man. That's the shit that kills me, right? When when you have teams DFAing like this, it's with the exception of Tim Hill. Tim Hill actually worked out, but he'll go get a pitcher and it'd be like his third team of the year, like his third DFA, and expect him to do something. Like, come on, man. Come on. Another move, man. Whatever happened to Scott Efros? That dude's on the 40 man. He's been on the 40 man for freaking like 3 years. I've seen him pitch probably once that I could remember. What happened to this guy? My man just stay hurt. That's a Cashman specialty right there. It's a Cashman specialty. I guess every trade deadline, we sit here and we like, oh, what's gonna happen? Cashman gonna do something, and we wait, and he does do nothing. He does some bullshit, man. Get some bullshit play, and you're like, what the fuck? Woodstock says sales are gonna be down for sure if Soto bounces. I'm not gonna watch till August if that happens. Man, I can't help myself. I'll still watch. It's not gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be like torture. It's gonna be like 2023. 2023, man. That year sucked, dude. That year sucked. I kind of knew even before because everybody's like, no, the Yankees are still making it to the playoffs. I already knew, man. I already knew. Like in June, I was already saying, bro, I don't think we're making it to the playoffs this year. Like, and it was like, nah, we'll still make it to the playoffs. Don't worry about it. We'll still make it to the playoffs. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Sure enough, they didn't. But yeah, I don't know if sales are going to be down, man, because they seem to still pack stadiums, even in 2023 when they were out of the playoff run. And even that year, see, that, what gets me mad, right? Like, because I get it. They're the Yankees and they can't be a selling team, right, at the trade deadline. But they didn't even do nothing to really help the team. So if you're not going to do nothing to help the team, you really believe that that team was good enough to get to the playoffs when they clearly were lacking, then why not sell? And then they started playing the prospects late, 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 late. And then by then it was too late. Like I don't know, man. That organization, they don't know what the hell they doing. Dude, Nando said Cashman about to sign the Viking. Noah Syndergaard. Shit, man. There was a time when Noah was a beast. I'll pass though, man. I will pass. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. I don't want them to like rush into a move, but it's starting to get hot. I'm gonna give Cashman the benefit of the doubt right now. I'm gonna say, look, he seems to like to operate during the winter meetings. So let's wait till the winter meetings. Let's wait to see what happens. Let's wait to see let's wait to see what happens with Juan Soto, all these players. Like in the winter meetings, I think it's gonna get heat. It's gonna get hot again, and I think by the winter meetings or during the winter meetings, Juan Soto is gonna sign with a team. I don't believe all the stuff coming out, especially from John Heyman, because John Heyman is a Scott Boras mouthpiece. So a lot of the stuff coming out from him is propaganda. It's propaganda, and Scott Boras is smart. He uses it to his advantage to get the price going up. So that's why there's a lot of stuff talking about the Yankees. Oh, the Yankees, and everything. Like the favorites are the Mets, and it looks like he's going to the Mets, and they probably saying that and putting that out there to put pressure so that the Yankees fan base could put pressure on the Yankees. I mean, could be. Jack Geezy's back, man. He said, "What's up, man? I was just playing a few games of Booties Up, bro. Don't bring up the Booties Up." It's crazy. I was telling my boy from back in the day that I grew up with, man. I was like, "Bro, man, motherfuckers don't know about the Booties Up, man." He was like, "Man," but I understand, man. It sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy, but that's a real. It's off the wall, but for some reason they used to call it Booties Up. That's funny though, man. Jack Geezy. Will Star says Cashman better have two moves by next Friday. That's my word. Or what you gonna do, Will? You gonna snuff him? You said Cashman better have two moves by next Friday. That's my word. I'm gonna be on some real killer shit, B. Anybody who ever looked at me wrong is fucking dead. What movie that's from? If you know that movie, then we could be friends. It's fucking dead. Yeah, man, but I hope so. I hope so, man. And I hope they're not no regular Cashman moves. There might be a move. They might say, "Oh, he traded for some dude that we never heard of," and we're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Like, no, we need we need serious big moves. Pause. We need we need some firepower on this team, man, to compete. We definitely do. We need some. We can't just run it back, man. Even if we get Soto, right, we can't just run it back like that. We just can't. What makes you think that team is good enough to win the World Series and we didn't even win it last time? Oh. And I'd argue if the Yankees bring Soto back, right, just Soto, we might not even be a better team than we were last year with all the players that they have left. It's gonna be interesting, man, and I hope Luke Weaver works out again because we putting a lot of stock into him. But he had one breakout season as a reliever. I hope he can do what he did last year. If not, we're gonna have to go look for a big arm. I think they should still get a big arm in the bullpen just in case, right? Just in case he can't duplicate what he did last year or the league figures him out. We just got embarrassed on our field, bro. We definitely need some ballers. Yeah, man, we do. But I don't think they see it that way. That's the problem. You feel me? I don't think the Yankees really see it. They see it as a success. They made it to the World Series. And a lot of people do too. And look, yeah, it's a good thing, right? We made it to the World Series, but the way we went out was terrible. And it seems like every time this is why I think we gotta move on from Boone. And I get it. People are like, oh, he's just a manager. The manager doesn't have any. It's the players. No, it's the manager too, right? But every time we've made it to the playoffs with Boone, we've gotten embarrassed, dude. Embarrassed, right? 2023, 2024, embarrassment, World Series, got it. 2023, we didn't even make it to the playoffs. 2022, we got swept by the Astros. 2021, I think we lost to the Astros again, right? Like so many, we got embarrassed by the rest. There's so many times we've gotten crushed in the playoffs, man, where we just look terrible, 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 terrible. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. What time is it? We'll stay on here for like 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. I appreciate everybody joining me. I really, really do. Look, for real, it means a lot to me. It's Friday. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. You are here with me. Let me see what I got here. Nah, we're not gonna play that. But yeah, so I mean, the Yankees got to make some moves. I'd like to see Brendan Donovan again. I like to see Brendan Donovan, and I'm willing to bite the bullet on another contract that they're trying to get rid of in a package deal with this for this guy. I'm willing to do it, depending on who they want from us. But if it's just a little bit of money to eat some of the money on a Arenado's contract or whatever, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. Anthony Santander, I don't know. Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns, even though I don't think the Yankees are willing to give him that kind of money, especially after Blake Snell just signed the deal that he did, Corbin Burns' price just went up. His yesterday's price is not today's price for this dude. It just went up. And I don't think the Yankees are gonna go that far. I really don't. But Corbin Burns is a beast too. I mean, some people might rather have Blake Snell because when Blake Snell's on, bro, he's almost unhittable, dude. He's that good. But Corbin Burns, I think, is I don't know, he just seems like he's more durable to me. He'll last you longer. He's pretty consistent. You never have really crazy bad stretches from him. So we'll start says Spencer Jones ain't gonna see the field with us. They should trade him. I've been saying they should trade him since last year, and everybody told me I was crazy. They're like, he's the next Aaron Judge. I'm like, bro, man, how many times we gonna go through this every time, man? That's another thing too, man. Look, the Yankees organization sometimes like they're delusional, right? And they gaslight us. But us as fans, we fall for this shit over and over and over again. And I'm not saying that he's not gonna be good. I'm not saying that, but how many times have we said that, right? Oh, this person's the next this guy's this and that. And they come up here and it doesn't pan out like that. I say, look, Judge is going to be 33 years old, I believe. Garrett Cole's like 34 or whatever. Giancarlo Stan's like 35. Our window is now, right? The next 3, 4 years, we gotta win. Our window is now. That means all out, all out. If not, you're gonna have arguably one of the best to ever played in Aaron Judge, who's never gonna win a championship. One of the best pitchers to ever play, never gonna win a championship. Come on, right? The Astros were like the big bad wolf. That was the team we couldn't get past. They're in decline. They're declining, right? We didn't even have to play them last year. We still got embarrassed. Like, what's going on? Okay, and this is why I gets me mad, right? This is why I don't like when Cashman, right? When they asked him about, oh, you haven't won in 15 years, and he got upset. He was like, well, in 2017, the Astros were cheating, and it's like, bro, stop with the excuses, my guy. That's what freaking losers do. Fuck it happened. That was 2017. Okay, I got it. They cheated. You probably would have won that year. But what happened is 2017 to now. It's been freaking 7 years. But you want to bring up that year. What about last year? Well, the year before that when you got swept by them. Come on, bro. Enough is enough. That's why I say, yo, bro, he gotta go, bro. He gotta go. Well, he's not, so we gotta live with it. But if I was Hal, man, I don't know how you keep this dude around. I'd be fucking pissed at him. I'd tell him, yo, like, kick rocks, bro. Kick rocks. Him and Boone. And everybody. I'd tell him, man, go pack your shit and get the fuck out the stadium. Excuse my language. Because it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. But Corbin Burns, man, he's probably him and Max Fried, the best pitchers out there right now. I'd love the Yankees to get one of them. Will they? I highly doubt it, man. I really do. I really, really do. King Cash, where you been at though, man? My favorite troll. Yankees need to chill till we done, then take our leftovers like Flattery. Bro, I don't want Flattery, bro. If the Yankees do that, man, it's a disgrace, bro. That's when people like, oh, the Yankees are in on Bueller and fuck Bueller, bro. Why we the Yankees, bro? Why we not in on like if the why we not in on Blake Snell? Even though they said they were in on him, really, or Corbin Burns or somebody else, man. And it's nothing against Bueller, man. I think he's a good pitcher, but his best days are behind him. Come on, there's a reason why the Dodgers don't want him. Why they not re-signing him. So if MLB tries to cut down on deferred money, wouldn't that hurt teams trying to copy and catch up to the Dodgers? I mean, it would for a little bit because the Dodgers already have that established for the next so many years, but it's not going to hurt them because obviously no other teams are really doing it, right? Because they can't, or for whatever reason, or players don't want to do it with them. You know, I don't think it'll hurt. I think they need to do something because I'm not mad at deferred money, but when you defer $680 million, that's like literally 99% of his contract. That is crazy, man. That's just too much. I think there should be a limit to how much you could defer, whether it's half the contract or whatever it is. That's how it should be. King Cash says, yeah, Dodgers would have 3 championships in 8 years if we weren't cheated, but we had to move on. But it's forever beef with the Astros. So you saying you wouldn't take like an Alex Bregman because of that? I mean, yeah, man. I don't count the COVID season, King Cash. That's just me though. That's that's like a Mickey Mouse chip, like Chris would say. But yeah, man. I mean, even then, it's like, but when your GM, right? When your GM keeps bringing that up, it's like, bro, come on, move on, bro. What about now? What about now? What you still dwelling on 2017, bro? What about now? We didn't even have to play them, and we still lost in embarrassing fashion. I think he knows his days are numbered, man. I think they're probably gonna let him play it out. I think he's just gonna retire. That's what I think. He's just gonna retire because he's been with us so long that they don't want to just fire him like that. So, but the day he's gone, man, it's gonna be a good day for the Yankees. King Cash says, no, I didn't want Carlos Correa either after them cheating. I mean, yeah, they cheated, man, but even Carlos Correa is still a good player. Alex Bregman is still a good player. Jose Altuve is still a great player. All them dudes. King Cash says, you will respect the COVID season one day. I will chip away at you. No, man, I do. I respect it, bro. It's a championship. They won it. I just think that had it been 162 games, that might not be the case, bro. Man, look, 60 games, right? That's 2 months of baseball. You know how many teams, like in the beginning of the season for the first 2 months, are really good and then just fall off the face of the earth? It happens sometimes like that. It bees like that. But anyway, guys, I've been on going on what like almost an hour and a half now. So I'm gonna sign off, but I appreciate everybody joining. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you can. And I'm gonna check you guys out next time. Have a blessed day and have a great weekend.